Beautiful day today. Oh, it was marvelous. Yeah, I farted. Creek's coming up. Like I said, as soon as the springtime hits, it's all going to be grown out here. So up to my one viewer in the house. What's good? What's good? Just walking in the trails of Oyster Creek Park and enjoying my time off of work. Then I got two friends of mine that I'm going to go see after this. So this video is probably, maybe 30, 45 minutes long. So I guess I got a little topic of discussion that I'm going to be talking about. I made a socially awkward society video yesterday, and it kind of sparked some general interest, and I thought maybe, well, what the hell, might go ahead and dip into part two. I'm walking here in the woods. Why not? Let's get it started. Well, I'm going to be doing a lot of these trails during the springtime and during the summer. I'm going to expand my Verizon in San Antonio, Dallas, and Austin area. And if everything goes well and I get this new job, then I'll be able to make more investments and time to be able to, make those trips, man. And, this right here gives me a sense of, it cleanses my mind. Cleanses the mind, cleanses the heart, cleanses the soul. And as we're entering March, right, and springtime's coming up, I think March 20th, I think, is the official start of spring, if I'm correct. So that's when you're going to start seeing everything blossom and stuff like that. So right now, you're not really going to see too much. So we're still technically in winter. We're technically towards the end of the winter phase. And thank God this last cold front came through. I mean, there could be more cold fronts to come, but hey, look, there's a squirrel running. Let's go ahead and wait for some more people to get in. Hey, to the two viewers watching, by the way. I don't know who you are, but let's go ahead. I thought my video was pretty good yesterday. The Socially Awkward Video Society. Surprised that no one went into that video, despite the fact that I thought I had a good topic. Well, actually, it was about 8 or 9 people, but it wasn't the same people I thought it was going to be. That's okay. Like I said, now people are more domesticated, so they stay inside the house, which is why people are not gaining the social skills they need to. With inflation and COVID thing, society's been kind of demoralized. Therefore, it adds to it. And it makes you even more socially awkward. Then you don't get any experience of going out to interact with people because either you don't have a car or you don't have money to get around. So it just makes you more secluded in your own home. And that's why I said it's better to find different ways to try to, socialize with people. Mainly people do it online. That's the majority of what's going on right now. People are online, socializing with each other. But me, I'm more of a face-to-face kind of person. I like to meet people and hang out in person. I guess you can call me old school. This whole new, everything's on the internet. I mean, I get it. We need the internet for work or, to meet people and stuff. I'm not going to say the internet doesn't have somewhat of a purpose, but I'll be honest with you. I cannot sit there and just depend on the internet to just carry me through my whole life. I have to get out and mingle with people. But I used to never be that way, believe it or not. I used to never be like that. I think this trail right here is closed off, if I'm correct. Let me see. I think it is. Let me see. Usually there's a big tree blocking it. I think so. God damn it, now I gotta go around. That's the thing about these trails is that you know, they can throw you off. 11-year anniversary, congratulations. Hey, Daniel, what's going on? Like I said, you know, it wasn't, this video yesterday, it wasn't to attack men at all when I said that men are more prone to being socially awkward. I just think that the way it's set up is that when you have to make the first approach to people and you're not used to that, it can be very difficult, you know? I'll let the biker go by me. How you doing, sir? Nah, but anyways, which I need to invest on a bike. But anyways, only thing I'm gonna say, when you're making the approach on people and you have to make that first impression, that a social anxiety kind of kicks in. It does. Like for me personally, I used to have anxiety when I would if you put me in big crowds of people. And I remember one day I was like 19 years old and I went to HCC college. I had to do the enrollment and everything. And I remember I used to fear that I thought that people were looking at me. Like I really did. I used to thought that people were looking at me and I would get this fear of anxiety, you know? And I always thought that people were looking at me, if that sort of makes sense. Like they were looking at me and in that ordeal. And I used to, be terrified of being in large crowds. And, a lot of it's in your mind, but you create that image. You think people are looking at you. And I have a buddy, a friend of mine that's like that, actually. He thinks that people are looking at him. So like whenever we go out, he kind of like looks over his shoulder. I'm like, dude, no one's really looking at you like that, bro. But in his mind, he created this image that he just thought people were staring at him. And he had this social anxiety and his heart would start racing. So he just can't be in front of large crowds. Okay, that's fine. So I wouldn't bring him out anymore. But, he had anxiety of being around large crowds. Let's go ahead and turn over here. I'm going to go down this way. Make a right here. No, it's true. It's true. I used to have social anxiety. I used to thought that girls were staring at me. If I was around women, oh my God, it was even 10 times worse. I used to be real bad in high school and middle school. I used to be real shy, and I used to thought they were staring at me. And I used to thought that people were staring at me, and it would give me anxiety real bad. And so I carried that. It probably went away, I would say probably my college days, probably like freshman, sophomore year of college, probably when it started fading away. I think it's like when you get older, that pressure starts to wear off, And so, yeah, I used to get anxiety real bad. Oh, it's the cutest dog. He's a baby boy. He's a little child. That's a cute doggy. He's a little boy. Don't worry, I'm not gonna attack you. He's a baby. He's a little boy. He's a little boy. He's a little baby. He's a little baby. Oh, he's a baby. Is that a rescue dog?
Yes and no. He was bought from a breeder by a couple during the pandemic.
Oh.
He was too much for them.
He's the cutest little thing. Yeah, we got 7 rescue dogs, so. He's a cute little boy. He looks like Lassie. Yeah, like little Lassie. He's like a little boy, little engine that could. Oh man, he was the cutest dog, guys. Cutest dog. But anyways, yeah, I used to have social anxiety real bad. And you couldn't put me in large crowds of people. Oh my God, it would flare up. I would think people were staring and laughing and pointing at me. It was just all in my mind, Now, I'm used to being around people, and I kind of like being around people I don't know, because I'm always the kind of person that likes to go out there and introduce myself to new types of people. And, I usually got people that are kind of mean or rude off the bat used to kind of make me kind of timid. But now I kind of get a feel for them to see if that's just an act, because a lot of times people put on this act and they'll act like, they'll kind of put this facade on because they want to show some sort of strength up front. And then as you get to know them, you realize they're kind of really not like that. And so if you, kind of break barriers with people and start opening a dialogue, people will kind of tone their egos down a little bit because humans naturally are egocentric. So that's how I kind of look at it now. You're going to have different types of people in this world that have different types of personalities and different personality traits and how they conduct themselves and carry themselves. Hey, Brandon, what's going on? Yeah, super relatable. I don't have autism. No. I'm just saying that I used to have social anxiety real bad. I used to think people were talking about me. And you realize it's all in your head. Those things it's all in your head basically. And but you built this up in your mind that you think people are out to get you and that they're all against you. Trust me, I've been there. And it's a mind thing. It's a mind thing. And I realized that. I remember one time I was in this classroom. It was for college. It was called TECA or something, like Teachers Education something. It was an elective course, and you had to stand and give speeches. You had to do 5 speeches, persuasive. Then you had to do different forms of it, like informative, and then they had different types of speeches you had to do. And you had to do the introduction, and then you had to do the conclusion, the thesis, and all that, and the body. And anyways, I think this is the trail I'm supposed to take here. Is that it? I think that was it. Or I may be wrong. I don't think that's it. Hold on. Let me, yeah, it's not it. It's a little further down. There's a little inlet somewhere here. It's like a shortcut, and it takes you to the next trail. So give me a second. Got to find it. I think it's up here because there's usually a little pointer that takes you into the next phase of the trail. Yeah, because that's all broken up there. So it's due to corrosion. There's wild goats out there. Be careful. Really? Not in this part. The fire ants have mounded up. Damn, I need to start getting used to working out again. Seriously, I need to start hitting the weights, man. I really need to start taking my... Okay, it's up here. I'll show you where it's at. I like this park. I haven't been here in a while. First, I went and did sat by the waterfall and did the rock jumping yesterday. Now I'm actually doing the trails. I just said, you know what, I'm bored, man. I'm just going to go ahead and go out here. I get this for a little exercise. So as soon as I get off of work, I just go straight here now. Just to get my workouts going. But hopefully I get this new job, man, and it works out, and I could be able to go to San Antonio and Dallas and all that. Okay, this one's called Bangarang. Okay, so we're now on the new trail now. Let's go. Walk down here. It's beautiful out here. But yeah, I used to be socially awkward growing up. Now, I don't want to say I was born. I was into the video games. I was into sports. It's just, if you put me around people I didn't know, I got real shy. That's kind of how I was. And, I would say that the best way to kind of get over those fears is to just go out and start mingling with people and start getting to know people, And sometimes people are not going to have your best interests at heart, but that's okay. You want to stick around with the people that you have mostly common interests with and people that sort of have an understanding for who you are. That sort of makes any sense. And I had to get out there and just start socializing with people. And once you get used to it over and over and it's repetitive, you don't even think about it anymore. So now it's like when I meet new people, I'm more eager now to try to break the ice with them, try to get to know them. Hey, how you doing? What's your name? My name's Steven. You're so... Okay, cool. I had this new supervisor, right? He came and checked on me yesterday because he does his rounds to make sure, the guards aren't sleeping in the car. He came up to the location I was at. I never met him before. He introduced himself. And I said, hey, do you want my number just in case, you want to get a hold of me? He said, no, that's cool. I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and take yours down. just in case if you need to get a hold of me for any reason. And he said, okay. So I took his number down. I said, my name's Steven, blah, 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 say my number. And so it broke the ice, you know. And sometimes when you think, well, why do I have to talk to people? Like, why do I have to talk to my coworkers or something? Why do I have to have conversations with these fools? That ain't my responsibility. That's to be their job. But it's like sometimes they kind of think the same thing. They're like, well, it's not my job to talk to you. So they're thinking the same thing. So it's like, well, who makes the first move? So I'm just like, fuck it. I'm going to go ahead and take the first initiative and try to get to know people. You know what I mean? Hey, what's going on, LEOG? Yeah, football season ain't for another, 2 months? So you just got basketball to watch. Which I ain't going to lie, I don't really watch basketball like that no more. Not because the Rockets suck, but just because I just don't really have an interest for it anymore. I might watch it in the playoffs, of course, when the playoffs kicks off, or the last week or two for basketball. But other than that, I don't really have an interest for basketball like that, like I used to. Watch for the manholes. But if you're Brandon Rodgers, you're going to like the fact your Minnesota Timberwolves are #1. So that's good, I guess. But we'll see what happens in the playoffs. Ain't nothing better than going on a hike, man. I'm telling you, it cleanses the mind. If you guys just type in your area, nature preserve walks, hiking trails, dozens of them will pop up. You know, y'all seen that movie, It the Clown? Remember the clown? Remember when he came out of that canal over there? Wow. Usually I'll stand over here and you can kind of stand over one of these canals. Let me see if it's still over here. I think it's over here. I think so, let me see. Even though I'm kind of walking off the trail, but I'm gonna check it out real quick. Is there a canal? There's a broken up one there, but the only thing is it's covered in water. So I might still be straight ahead. So we'll go ahead and keep making our way out here. Oh shit. I feel like I stepped on something. Gotta step up this damn hill real quick. Feel like I'm climbing a mountain. Whew, gives those legs a workout. I'm telling you, ain't nothing better than going on a hike, man. It feels good, you know, makes you feel good about yourself. You know, everybody likes the walking trails, you know, because it's just easy. I like a little challenge. I like the, look at this steep hill right here. Hold on. I gotta grab this. Give me a minute. Yep. Trail rules, never leave the trail. Only bad things happen. Yeah, pretty much. Whew. Okay, this is giving me a workout here. Because you got to step down these trails right here, and it's got a real deep incline. See how it goes down like that? And there was a canal I used to stand on. It's a big, large pipe. And I used to stand on them. You know, I used to be real hyper, and I used to just, when I was energetic, I used to just run around and go up on these canals, man, and run across them. But unfortunately, I don't know if sand erosion or whatever eventually took over. Okay, maybe it's over here. I think it might be this way. Let me see. If not, I'm going to run up this hill real quick. I'm telling you guys, man, this is cleanses the soul, cleanses the mind. Look, petrified wood. You heard of that trail in China where people go and they leave the trail and never come back? Yeah, I heard of that. Look, here's the one where it comes out of, the clown. There it is. There's one of the canals, but they have one somewhere over here. It's probably going to be further up, though. So let me go ahead and run up this hill real quick. And then we'll go ahead and continue this walk. But when springtime hits is the best time to go hiking. Why? Because all the trees are growing. You won't see any dead branches here. Everything's going to be growing. And it's going to look like an actual forest, you know. I would say the best places to go hiking in Houston is Lake Wilderness Houston Park, East End Park, Atascocita Park, Jesse H. Jones Park, Dwight D. Eisenhower Park, Oyster Creek, this one I'm at. Cullinan Park, George W. Bush Park. If you're looking for that nature walk experience, you know, there's also Huntsville Park, but that's about another hour and a half from here. And of course, they got others that I haven't checked. You know, you go by Texas City, they got a whole bunch of nature preserves, and even in Galveston Bay, they got a couple of them over there too. So it's just, I plan on doing that over the summer, and I plan on hiking to these underground caves in San Antonio. They got one called Natural Bridge Caverns. Type it up, man. It's really cool, and it goes like 200-300 feet into the ground. So if you guys are into that kind of stuff, I'm thinking about live streaming my hike 100 to 200 feet below ground. I think it's like 300 feet, if I'm correct. But that's pretty far in the ground. You know, somebody, you know, you get that phobia, what they call it, kind of like that you think it's going to enclose on you. So you kind of get like a small little fear, you know. Let me see if the canal's over here. It's got to be over here. They used to have a canal that would sit over here, and I used to just jump on it and stand on it. They might have gotten rid of it, or sand might have eroded and sunk the whole damn thing, which that does tend to happen, sand erosion. So let me go and check. Maybe it's over here. Yeah, these trails are fun. You can ride your bike. You can do all types of stuff. Now, I do see what looks like to be part of it. There's some big rocks over there, but that's not enough. There used to be a canal over here. They must have got swept under. It had to. Yeah, because it had to be over here somewhere. And I used to just stand on it, and I would go in the middle of the little bay, the creek area over here. You could take your family, ride your bike, and running, jogging, whatever. Just watch out for these roots. If you're riding your bike, you'll flip the damn thing over and you on it. So be careful if you're bike riding. I've even seen people take horses back here, even though you're not technically supposed to. That canal's got to be over here. I really do think it's over here somewhere. Watch out for manholes. Watch out for gaps in the sand. Sink and slide in manholes, especially after it's rained. It's enough to twist your ankle and break it. Let's go ahead and go down here. I'm trying to get my endurance back up so that way I can start being more energetic about these walks. Let's see. It's got to be here somewhere, bro. The canal might actually be further down there. It's been a while since I actually hiked these woods, but I'm going to go ahead and there's a second part of the wooded trail over here too. I'm going to walk that. Let's see. It's got to be down here. It might be down here. How's it going to the 6 viewers watching? Oh, sorry guys. Bother y'all. I'm going to go around y'all. Apologize. Yeah, I'm just walking. Y'all are good. I'm just getting my exercise and my endurance.
Thanks.
No, y'all are good. Y'all are good. Sorry, I was in y'all's way. How you doing, brother? Yeah, there should be a canal down here where you can stand on, but I don't see it. I think it's the sand eroded and took it under. Should be under here somewhere. It's got to be, because the trail ends pretty soon, I think, for this first part. So there should be a canal here. There should be, where you can stand on it. Anyways, I didn't see it. You know, his family of five, they're like, oh my God. I was like, dude, I'm not fucking with y'all. Plus, I'm security, so relax. It's just they see the uniform, they think, oh, he's a cop. I'm not. Okay, it still goes more down here. Yeah, let's go. Okay, now this is a steep look at this. Look at that one. Okay, be careful going down here. Watch out. Hold on. Hold on. Don't bust your ass, Rose. I had to go down kind of slow, but okay, here we go. Whew. Now that was comfortable. Whew. But yeah, I used to have anxiety real bad. I used to have social anxiety. I used to be real shy, and it after a while, you know, you get to know people and stuff. It goes away. It does. It takes time, you know. In fact, I think they extended this trail because I don't remember it going this far. Like, extended out this far. I mean, I may be wrong. Okay, I think if I'm correct, the trail ends here, but there's a new one on the other side. Oh God, I feel the workout in my legs. This is not fun. Whew, this is what gives you a good workout though, man. Okay, the trail continues on. Let's keep going. And then it's gonna end at some point, and then we're gonna go in these woods over here to the left. And after that, that should be pretty much the end of that road. And there's a friend of mine, he's a security guard for another company. I think he works for for Houston, has their own security company, like Houston Commission or something like that. He works for them, and they got contracts out by some stores that are where I'm patrolling. I made friends with him, and then he's like, hey, what are you doing today? I'm like, well, after 3, I'm free. He's like, man, come visit me, man. I come in at 5. I said, okay, bet. Well, then that means I can still go on my hike and then, go see my friend, man. So I made 2 new friends yesterday, and I added them on my Instagram, and they're pretty cool people. One is, I can't think of his name. He has a real long name. And then the other one is a girl that I'd made friends with, and she's pretty cool people too. Okay, hold on, okay, I think this trail here goes in a circle, but it's kind of blocked off, I think. It's just sending me in a big giant circle here. So let me go ahead and turn around. Well, it gives me the exercise. I need the extra steps, But yeah, I see Sports Live's videos of him working out, and it just encourages me. I need to do that shit. It's just, I procrastinate a lot, and I really need to start stretching out more, and I really need to hit the weights. Like, I need to start really taking my health seriously. Like today, I'm not going to lie, I had Taco Bell, man. I kind of feel like shit, but I had it earlier. I had a grilled stuffed burrito, the steak one, and I asked for jalapenos in it. And I had to have it, man. It was just, I was dying for it. Hold on 1 second. All right. Let's keep going. Yeah, but I made 2 new friends yesterday, and they want me to basically come see them. Okay, I think I found the canal. I think this is it right here, but it's covered with trees. Give me a second. Give me a minute. See that big tree branch? I think it might have fell on there. May be wrong, but I think that's where the canal was. I used to just stand on it, and it would take you towards like the center of the water, or at least about 5 steps into the water. And you had to hold your balance, didn't want to fall over, that kind of stuff. And look at this tree right in the center. Isn't this cool? Give me a minute. Oh, it's beautiful out here, man. Beautiful out here. I was typing in Atlanta the other day. I was typing up some like hiking trails, and a bunch of them popped up. So Sports Live, if you ever go hiking, man, I saw a bunch of them in Atlanta that sprung up. Some really cool nature preserve parks. I think I'm coming to the end of this one, and then we're gonna start on the other side now and get a little walk going for that. Ain't nothing good, man. I feel 10 times better right now just coming out and doing this walk. I feel a lot better, man. I felt like shit yesterday. I went to the bank, and I'm just walking these trails. It's a nature walk. And I had a talk with a banker named Eric, right? He was a real cool guy. I was depositing money into my account, and I was just feeling bad about myself. I don't know why, but I just told him flat out, I don't know how the conversation, I said, man, I hope I get this job. Because he said, did you ever get those notaries? I said, yeah, I set an appointment up with my bank, and they signed the paperwork and everything to get those notaries. And he said, man, I knew you can do it. You'll get the job. And I just told him I need this job because honestly, I feel like a loser. And he just looked at me, he said, "You're not a loser, man. Don't say that." And it was a lapse, like a mind lapse. Here we go. I found the canal. But I didn't remember it being this close to the outlet. But let's go ahead and go on it. Here it is. Let's go. Don't worry, guys. I won't keep you on here forever. Just go on over here. Here's the canal. Look. You see, you got to hold your balance. See? They got rocks in the center too. Oh, your equilibrium goes off and you fall right off the canal. See? I got on this canal maybe about 2 years ago, last time. Now I'm back on it again. See? I got to hold my balance. Hopefully I don't fall and bust my leg or break a leg, whatever they say. Look at all the rocks down there. And I stood on those rocks, man, and it took me to the center. I remember that. Only I wish that, I still had somebody to go with me on these hikes, man. But it's very hard. People are struggling and all that, and our schedules don't jot. So, just wanted to take you guys on this short hike. Well, we'll go ahead and go on this one. Okay, so we finished this part of the trail. We're now going to go to the second part. It's upside down. So this is the second part of the trail that we're on. And let's go ahead and make our way in here. I would say the best way to get over your anxiety is just to get out and talk to people. Like just to start mingling with other people, getting to know other people. That's all. That's sort of my opinion to it. You have to, man. You have to start socializing with people and getting to know people and breaking those barriers. Not everybody you're going to break barriers with. Not everyone. There's going to be some people that are just they don't care. In my life, I've probably ran into maybe a handful of people that are like that, where you're not going to change them no matter how much you try. They're just not going to do it. And that's when you just have to put it in God's hands and just say, well, I'll let God handle it. From here, I'm out. You can't fix everyone, and sometimes you have to come to that moment where you reach that realization and just say, look at that jackrabbit. No way. There's a jackrabbit, bro. Or it might be a whitetail. There he is. That's a jackrabbit, or I think it's a whitetail rabbit. Mr. Wabbit. Mr. Wabbit. He ran. That was a rabbit, bro. So yeah, you see rabbits in here sometimes. I can't wait till the spring starts. All these trees are going to grow out and everything. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to blossom. It's going to look like a taste of heaven. But yeah, you can't change everybody. You can't. And that's when you just got to leave it in God's hands. I had this, there's this guy that I work with. He's not an employee of mine, but he's one of the managers. And he's just not a very nice person. And I've tried my best to be nice to him, be civil, with respect, kindness, you respect your elders. You ever heard that term? All that. I've tried to be nice to this guy. And no matter what I say, he's just always got something negative to say. And he said, I'm going to tell all my friends to come up here and steal since nothing's going to get done. I was like, well, I can't catch everybody taking stuff, bro. I can only do so much. And when I go on lunch, because yes, I'm entitled to a lunch, there's no guard to fill my spot. So, there's a whole hour where people are just running in the store and taking stuff. What do you want me to do? I'm not going to run off my lunch to go catch people. I know it sounds harsh, but we're entitled to a lunch too, just like you are. And he got mad and walked off. And so I just, I've tried to be nice to this guy, but he's not a people-friendly person. He kind of walks with a chip on his shoulder, and he kind of thinks he's better than everybody else because he's a top manager and makes all this money. Well, I don't want to say he makes all this money, but he tried to say, well, I've been here for 17 years. I'm like, okay, I understand that, sir. I get that. You have like your own way of running things, but I'm telling you, in this case, you're wrong. I'm entitled to a lunch. I should be able to go on a lunch break. And whatever's happening in the store, that has nothing to do with me. I'm like, you know, not trying to be mean, but it's like I can only do so much. And like technically, I'm not even supposed to leave my post unless I'm running rounds to the apartment complexes and stuff. But when I'm in the store, I'm actually technically not supposed to leave the front. And like he wants me to basically break the contract, you know, to adhere to him, and then he's just gonna end up complaining anyway. And I just told him, I tried to be nice and civil with him, but he's just sometimes you can't reason with people sometimes. And that's why sometimes you just got to say, you know what, man, just put it in God's hands and just let the rest fold as they may. You know, just let the rest fold as they may. You know, just that's all you really can do. You can't try to change people, man. You know, ideally you can, but it takes, there's no guarantees that you can change someone. It's just, there's no guarantees for it. And, you know, a lot of people think that, you know, we live in a society where, you know, we want to change people. You know, we want to, you know, but just sometimes you just have to put it in God's hands, man. And just realize it just wasn't meant to be. You know? I'll go this way. Cut through a trail. Rachel says this looks like peace in heaven. It does, yeah, basically. Oh yeah, by the way, if anybody's watching, I have some homegirls that are single that are looking for a boyfriend. I'm just saying, throwing that out there, letting you guys know. I got some homegirls that are single. La 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 la. You know, don't say your boy Steve Rowe didn't try to put you down and put you down to Chinatown. There's a squirrel. Another squirrel. Like I said, bah humbug. Now this trail's maybe about another 5 minutes. I don't know. Soon as the spring hits, this is going to look a lot better. You guys will see the difference. Yeah, I got homegirls that are single. So any single guys out there? I got some single homegirls out there, man. Looking for a boyfriend. Get at me. You know what I'm talking about? Rachel told me shut the fuck up. Whatever. Whatever's whatever. I'm just hiking right now. Enjoying it. Enjoying the Mother Nature, man. Getting a sense and feel for Mother Nature. Mother Nature is beautiful. God is good. That's how I look at it. God is good. Yeah, as soon as I end this trail here, it should be the end, I think, coming up soon. It'll twirl around in a big circle, and then you got to head back to get back to the main point. But that's just going to be the end of it, and then I'm just going to end the video there. I just wanted to show you guys, you know, this wooded trail here, and, you know. Let me go ahead and go up here. Yeah, it's about to end soon. It really just, this takes you in a big circle, and then it takes you back to the front entrance. That's all it does. And once it does that, that's pretty much the end of this. And wanted you guys to see this short walk. And maybe if you guys do your own hiking trail videos, make sure you link it to me, and I'll make sure to check it out. You know, this walk makes me feel a lot better. Cleanses the soul. It gets your, your endorphins going. It gets the exercise going. Gets your cardio going, and you feel 10 times better. But yeah, I'm going to cut through here because this pretty much, that's just going to eventually take me towards the beginning of the entry of it. So it's no point. I mean, I pretty much walked the whole entire trail. I just wanted you guys to see it. And I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Just want to say, glad you guys went on this walk with me. And I hope that I somewhat entertained you for the 40 plus minutes. And I will be heading out. So you guys take care, be safe, and God bless. I'm out.